Dear students, the topic is water cycle. The hydrosphere is the area of Earth where water movement and storage occurs as liquid water on the surface, that is, rivers, lakes, and oceans, and beneath the surface, that is, groundwater or ice in the polar ice caps and glaciers, and as water vapor in the atmosphere. The human body is about 60% water and human cells are more than 70% water. One of the stores of water on earth, 97.5% is salt water. Of the remaining water, more than 99% is groundwater or ice. Thus, less than 1% of fresh water is present in lakes and rivers. Many organisms are dependent on this small percentage, a lack of which can have negative effects on ecosystems. Humans, of course, have developed technologies to increase water availability, such as digging wells to harvest groundwater and using desalination to obtain drinkable water from the ocean. Although this pursuit of drinking water has been ongoing throughout human history, the supply of fresh water constitutes to be a major issue in modern times. The water cycle is driven by sun's energy and it warms the oceans and other surface waters. This leads to the evaporation, liquid water to water vapor of liquid surface water and sublimation, that is ice to water vapor of frozen water, thus moving large amount of water into the atmosphere as water vapor. Over time, this water vapor condenses into clouds as liquid or frozen droplets and eventually leads to precipitation, that is rain, snow, hail, etc., which returns water to earth's surface. Rain reaching earth's surface may evaporate again, flow over the surface or percolate into the ground. Most easily observed is surface runoff, the flow of fresh water over land either from rain or melting ice. Runoff can make its way through streams and lakes to the oceans. In most natural terrestrial environments, rain encounters vegetation before it reaches the soil surface. A significant percentage of water evaporates immediately from the surface of plants. What is left is reaches the soil and begins to move down. Surface runoff will occur only if the soil becomes saturated with water in a heavy rainfall. Water in the soil can be taken up by plant roots. The plant will use some of this water for its own metabolism and some of that will find its way into animals that eat the plants. But much of it will be lost back to the atmosphere through a process known as transpiration. Water enters the vascular system of plants through the roots and evaporates or transpires through the stomata. That is, a small microscopic opening of the leaves. Ecologists combine transpiration and evaporation into a single term that describes water return to the atmosphere, that is evapotranspiration. Water in the soil that is not taken up by a plant and does not evaporate is able to percolate into the subsoil and bedrock where it forms groundwater. Groundwater is a significant subsurface reservoir of fresh water. It exists in the pores between particles in dirt, sand, and gravel or in fissures in rocks. Groundwater can flow slowly through these pores and fissures and eventually find its way into a stream or lake where it becomes part of the surface water again. Many streams flow not because they are replenished from rainwater directly, but because they receive a constant inflow from the groundwater below. Some groundwater is found in very deep in the bedrock and can persist there for millennia. Most groundwater reservoirs or aquifers are the source of drinking or irrigation water drawn up through wells. In many cases, these aquifers are being depleted faster than they are being replenished by water percolating down from above. Rain and surface runoff are major ways in which minerals including phosphorus and sulfur are cycled from land to water. This figure explains water cycle. Water from the land and ocean enters atmosphere by evaporation or sublimation, where it condenses into clouds and falls as rain or snow. Precipitated water may enter freshwater bodies or infiltrate the soil. The cycle is complete when surface or groundwater re-enters the ocean. Dear students, thank you for watching. See you next class with another topic.